And, guys, welcome to the Monday Night Millionaire Call. It is absolutely nuts. I had a guy on Skype who was, I think it was David Scudder, who just put out just yesterday. He said, we're going to quit calling ourselves astronauts. We're going to start calling ourselves astronauts because of all the excitement. I think you guys heard that when everybody was coming in and we had to mute out the lines. It's just getting so big, so fast. People are coming in. People are joining. We're having the greatest time some of us have ever had in our life. We're making money, sharing it with other people. It's just like one big party. And we've got a couple of people that we wanted to get on the line here tonight. Now, the Monday Night Millionaire Call is not necessarily so much about RCC. It's about the stories, and it's about what people have been able to do and how they've been able to go out there and bless other people and just kind of share their experience and what it means for them. And the reason we do these is because we have a lot of new people who listen in, and they have no idea what's going on. All they know is a buddy of theirs told them about some idea that somebody had. It blew up, took off, just went crazy. It's going viral now, and they just want to find out a little bit more about it. So that's what we do these calls for, is to kind of get everybody educated. But one of the first guests that I wanted to get to, she's become a friend of mine that we actually have spoken several times on the phone and through Skype. She's done phenomenally well here. Actually has been here in a very short time frame and has done very, very well. Linda Coleman, are you on the line with me? Linda Coleman, if you could hit star six.
Can you hear me?
Hey, Linda, I can hear you really good now. Well, welcome to the call. This is the Monday Night Millionaire Call. Linda, tell us a little bit about yourself. I'd like to know a little bit more about your background, let the folks out there know exactly who you are, and I got a couple of questions I'd love for you to address.
Okay, actually, I am a mortgage broker, former mortgage broker, and during the bust of 2008, things went kind of crazy. I became a signing agent, which means I go out to homes and sign refinances, purchases, things like that, and sign people up when they refinance. So I've been doing that for a few years, and I've just been doing that until I found out about this. I've done some networking. I worked with Bev on a few things. Bev Franklin is actually the person that got me involved in all this. I worked with her for a little bit, and she is the one that introduced me to this monster.
I love what you call it. You call this a monster, and it is. Now, Linda, tell me, how long have you been involved with RCC?
1 week. 1 week and 1 day.
What? I didn't realize it had been that short of a time frame. 1 week. Now, I know that you've had some pretty good success here in 1 week. First of all, before we get into that, tell me, you said that Bev Franklin introduced you to this. I'd love to know. I've never heard this story. How did she introduce this? What did she show you? What did she tell you? I mean, did she call you? Did she send you a postcard? I mean, how did you find out about this?
Okay, well, actually, we were Facebook friends, and we had been in another program together, and we're always looking, networkers are always looking. So anyway, Bev finally got a hold of this. I guess she got a hold of this a couple of months ago, and she had been after me for about a month. Linda, you need to look at this. She's sending me letters. You need to look at this. Finally, one day, she showed me how much she had made in like a little over a month or so. And I said, oh, okay, well, I got interested, and then I just made the decision. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna try this, and I'm going to try it. After I saw what she did, I said, you know what? If she did that quickly, this is possible. So I made do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you said you've been here a week. Now, I won't get into ins and outs and how it all works. I don't think people really care about that, all the Tuba 3s, the Tuba 2s. But you went to the Tuba 2 pretty quick. If I recall, you were at the top of the Tuba 2 in just a matter of a couple of days. Is that not right?
I was there in a couple of days, got up to the top and cycled out and made some good money. I had never done anything like this before. This was just magical.
Awesome. Well, tell me about your day yesterday. I know yesterday was a real nice day for you.
Yesterday I cycled out. I made $5,000 in 1 hour, a little over 1 hour, and it was so exciting. I was screaming and hollering. I thought they were going to use that money to take me to the hospital because I'd never done anything like that before.
Well, that's probably, that may be the world's record right there in 1 hour. Well, you've done really well here. Now, tell me how you're sharing this with other people, how you get others involved. I know that I think it was your cousin, or maybe I'm not sure who it was, but you got somebody else involved, and they're already at the top of the Tuba 2. What are you doing to share this with other people?
I'm just excited. I mean, they're feeding off my fire. I'm just excited. I told my brother, and my brother moved to the top. He's at the top now. My best friends, my core, my girlfriends, Maddie, Lisa, Kathy, and then James and Pastor Taylor. That was my core, and all of them have moved up. I mean, just this quickly. And they're all excited, and so we're getting a lot of people involved.
Well, I assume they're probably doing the same thing. It's hard not to get involved with something when you see your friend that's doing well here and got excited about it. And it's hard to say no to something like that. I think so many of us, we get caught up in trying to explain it, and we overanalyze it, we overcomplicate it. We got to give them all the ins and outs and how it works and what it's going to be next week and what it's going to look like 6 months from now. And it really doesn't matter. It's just one of those things. You get in, you play, you have fun, and so many people are being affected by that. That's one of the things I love about this. Go ahead,
we stepped out there on faith, and that paid off for us. And anybody can do this. Once you see it, it's so easy. It's, two people, the money, lifetime, you keep making money over and over and over again. You can't beat this. You can't. I don't care where you go, what you're doing, what program you're in. You can't beat this.
Linda, I'm so glad you mentioned that. You said you had been involved with some other things in the past, and I don't need to know what those were. But because you've been involved with some things, you've got a little background, a little history on that, and you know how other things work. How would somebody who's listening to this for the very first time, who's thinking to themselves, yeah, it's one of those things. I've been involved with that before. We tried that a couple of years ago. All we did was spend more money each month than what we were making. What does that person need to understand that's different about this?
They need to understand that this is one-time payment, two people that you have for a lifetime. This is the easiest thing I've ever done, ever. And everybody that I've shown it to, they feel the same way. This is too easy. Don't analyze it. Just get in there and do it. And you'll be so glad you did. I am so glad I met you guys. This has just been a godsend for me. And like I said, my life has just turned around in 1 week. It is truly magical.
Well, I